Hello and welcome to another Forza Motorsport 7 video. Now this is the Subaru 360 and it is one of the cars released in the new January DLC pack for Forza. Now some people may think that this is a useless car because it might not be any good at motorsports at all, but I decided to prove those people who think that wrong by building it up to C-Class and taking it into a public lobby on Forza. So this is what happened. So the first race I did with my Subaru would be at Homestead in the absolute pouring rain, so I thought this would be a pretty good test of how good my Subaru was in the rain, obviously. It's so small that at the start you can't actually see me trying to pass the Nissan Silvia, I believe that was, into the first corner. I was expecting a massive crash. We did get a few people spinning off. I ended up on the grass because I think a Hyundai slightly hit me off onto the grass there. You can't really see it. I get slightly bumped by a 2CV, but that didn't really phase me that much. So yeah, a little bit further on into the race, I tried to go up the inside of this Volkswagen Golf R, ended up out wide. He then ended up out wide, and well, we both ended up out wide on the grass there. Yeah, no, I was surprised when Forza brought in this Subaru. I mean, it's a car that I'd never really heard of before, but I was really glad they did bring it in to Forza Motorsport 7 because it is a very different, very nice car. They brought in, and I'm just glad that it's not just SUVs. Now, coming on to this lap here, we actually got 3 wide in the Subaru Dodge SRT4, I think that is, and the Mitsubishi Eclipse, I think that's an Eclipse. Correct me if I'm wrong. Me and the Dodge go 2 wide into the first corner, and I'm actually able to overtake him there. Now, I only have 132 horsepower in the Subaru. I wasn't able to do an engine swap because that just took it right up to B class. So yeah, coming into this corner, I attempt to overtake the Alfa and the Citroen 2CV, but I get into a massive slide. But yeah, as I said, it only has 132 horsepower, so yeah, not much horsepower, but it only weighs 1,100 pounds, which is incredibly light. So handling through corners was, well, really rather good. The grip was not the best, but it was, again, good. And also it's rear engine, so that helps as well. So yeah, and at the end of that race, we ended up coming in 7th place at Homestead. So on to the next race. So the next race we had was at Dubai. It is a shorter version of the main Dubai circuit, but it still does have quite a few long straights, so that obviously meant I wasn't that confident in my fairly underpowered Subaru. As you can see, going onto this first straight here, I am fairly falling behind the main pack, as you can see there, so I wasn't too confident. It does get to 8 points, but still quite a few straights. Now, a lap or so on, a car crashed into a tyre wall, but the replay doesn't actually pick it up, so it just looks like a magical exploding tyre wall. I don't know. Forza replays. That's Forza replays for you right there. Yeah, so a lap or so on, I got into this battle with a purple Mini. I wasn't actually expecting a car like this to be in the C-Class lobby. I was just expecting everyone to pick, fairly overpowered muscle cars and all that, but someone actually did pick a similar car to me. So coming on to the start-finish straight, me and the Mini were practically side by side, and I wasn't really expecting me to overtake him using my straight line speed, but amazingly I had the edge on him over straight line speed. Now, I did have to do some tuning for the gears, because if I left it stock gearing, then it would just buzz the limiter at like 95 miles an hour. So I had to tune the gears, and now it goes like 130 something. I can't remember what it was, but it was over 95 miles an hour. So this carried on, me in front of the Mini for quite some time, until about a lap or so on, the Mini crashed. Just coming into the tunnel. I'm guessing he just went a bit too fast into the tunnel. That can happen quite easily. Until the finishing of the race, I came in 8th place. So on to the next race. So the third race we had was at Road Atlanta. I'm starting at the back because I shifted around lobbies thanks to lag and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got a completely new field of cars to race with. Now, I wasn't great off the line, and as I said, in the straight line, I tried to overtake this Civic, and surprisingly I get the move done. This is a sort of fairly flat out section of Road Atlanta, so it was quite hard for me to do overtakes, at least on that section, and breaking into that corner, the Honda overtook me and took my position there. Now, a little bit further on into the race, I found Opel GT, another fairly similar car to mine, and I try and go round the outside on this last corner. It's quite good to get overtakes done on especially corners like this on the Subaru, or in the Subaru, because it's such a nice car to drive around the corners. It's actually pretty fast around the corners thanks to its rear engine downforce, like a Porsche 911, but really not as well. Yeah, about a lap later I found myself trying to get past this Hyundai Veloster, don't know how to pronounce it, N, and it was completely stock, but still posed quite a competition for my little Subaru. Coming into this first corner here, I bump into some tires, and that is enough to send my little light Subaru into a bit of a drift. That's just how light this car is, that some tires on the track can mess it up. Coming into this corner here, I cut the corner, which sort of spits my Subaru sideways. That was a bit stupid, I'll admit. Coming up to this corner, there's a little bit of a crest. You sort of have to judge where you're braking quite well, otherwise you're going to mess up the corner. Coming into this last corner once again, I try the overtake I did on the Opel GT a couple of laps ago, but the Hyundai just has a little bit more power than me. Well, I say a little bit, it has like 130 more horsepower than me, quite a lot. I get the better run coming out of that corner, but I just don't have enough horsepower to make the overtake stick. Not getting caught out by the tires here. Coming into the first corner, again I get a good run out, but just the Hyundai has so much more power than mine, sorry. It just outran me on this flat out section. Coming into this corner here, the Hyundai once again gets quite slower than me around the corner. I get a better run, so coming through there I find a Subaru 360 size gap, and I can sneak through there as the Hyundai slightly goes on the grass there. So yeah, once again, my Subaru is a great car to drive, and I highly recommend you build up to C-Class and do this with it. So yeah, now at the end of that race I came 6th place, so on to the final race. So the final race we had was at a twistier variant of VIR at night time, so I figured this would be quite a challenge, because this is, as I said, a really twisty track, and visibility obviously will be less. Now I did get myself up to the sort of front pack within the start of the race. I was up with this green RX-7 and a few other cars as well. It does get quite good acceleration off the line, this Subaru, but when it comes to the top end speed, it isn't that great. Once again, Forza replay is not showing cars, so there's just a magical flying sign to the left hand side of the screen there. Sorry. So yeah. Now a little bit further on in the race, I had managed to overtake the green RX-7, and well, then he was just trying to overtake me again on the first corner, but I managed to keep my position there. It was really rather good through the corners, my little Subaru, but he a little bit further on snuck up the inside of me there. The RX-7 was actually a really good competitive car compared to my Subaru, as the Corvette gets a massive slide there. So yeah, coming on to a little bit further onto the race, the Corvette, or the RX-7, gives a little bit of a push to the leader in the Corvette. He then waits up for the Corvette, which promotes my Subaru to first place. Coming into the first corner, we've got a Acura and a Fiat 131 Abarth following me, trying to overtake. Two, again, pretty competitive cars to my Subaru, so I wasn't too confident coming onto the straight. However, I managed to keep my position. Coming into the sort of final section of the track, just parking my car on the inside of that corner there, and yeah, that's the quickest way to do it. Coming into the sort of twistier, sort of blind corners of a track, this is especially dangerous at night because, well, the light is dimmed, and as that Acura just proved, it got a little bit of a wiggle and crashed into the tyre wall, which then meant my Subaru came first in that race. I would have the little ending thing, but I've somehow managed to lose that clip. So yeah, you can make a pretty competitive race car out of this Subaru 360. So if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Until the next video, goodbye.